Hi everyone, it is Carlin here once again, or finally, I guess. It's been a long time since I did a kiln unload because it has been terrible weather. We've had a flood, like a major flood in our area where we live. And either really hot or really rainy, stormy weather. And yeah, it just wasn't kiln running weather. So I haven't been running it very much. But I finally do have a glazed kiln in here, and there are some fun things in here and some hopefully really pretty things in here, because I have finally made the decision that I'm actually going to start selling my pieces. Or like, I've always been selling my pieces, but I mean as in opening an Etsy. And I say that I'm going with Etsy because I just don't have time to figure out running my own website. I don't have time for that. Not right now. And the small scale that it will be on, I have just concluded that Etsy is probably going to be my best option. So keep a lookout for that in the future if you've ever been interested in anything that I make. Because I was hoping for July 1st, but I'll be perfectly honest, that's not happening. June just disappeared. And I don't know where it went, but everything that I had planned for June, yeah, that didn't happen at all. So that's moved into July. So I'm hoping that maybe come August, I can get that up and running. But that all just kind of depends on my work schedule, my first work schedule, I guess. I don't want it to be my first work schedule, believe me, but it's, yeah, anyway. But yeah, so I think that's kind of exciting. It's a little bit nerve-wracking for me. I'm a little bit nervous about it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, if you have any tips about people that sell online, if any of you that sell online, if you have any tips, drop them down in the comments, or suggestions or anything like that. Drop them down in the comments. I'm always open to learning, listening, hearing new things. But yeah, otherwise, I want to get opening this. It is more than cool, because it finished at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, and I've been waiting ever since. But like I said before, I've become a little bit more patient with the cooling process. Before it was really nerve-wracking, but I've become a little bit more patient with it. So I'm excited, don't get me wrong, but I have become more patient with it. But we are at like 80 degrees, so that's way cooler than I usually open them at. So let's get opening. I will also say I did peak. I won't lie, I peaked. Because social media requires us to always be posting and always be making something. So yeah, I had to peak. Anyway, let's open the kiln. Oh, right on. So when I made this post, I didn't actually get to really like look at them. I kind of forced myself to like look away. I looked, but like I didn't focus on anything. Anyway, whatever. These are very pretty. So all these mugs that are on the top here, they're either my Monstera leaf mugs, the rest of them that I had made, and they are some flower mugs. And flower mugs are pretty much, they're just gonna be my staple because I love them. I absolutely love them. Some of them look kind of, I don't know what the word is, like Art Deco maybe? I don't know if that's the right word, but like not realistic, but not like maybe a little bit cartoony. I don't know. I love them. I think they're great. So let's start this. Okay, so we'll start with these ones first. Awesome. Wonderful. So the last kiln unload, I did one with this as well, and it is seaweed. If you don't have seaweed glaze, get on it. Sorry to feed the beast, but this glaze is absolutely beautiful. It is a runner. But the green color that you get from it looks like I didn't put as much on the back here, but it totally works. Like, look at on the inside. I don't know. It's hard to show it, but like, pardon me. This is on 340 clay. And the little bit of the speckle that's in that clay just totally adds to this glaze. And yeah, I just love it. I love it. Such a simple design, but this glaze just, yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, I like that. That looks really great. So this one is just seaweed on the leaf and then soft white on the outside. So 3 seaweed on the leaf and then 2 soft white on the outside. The only problem that I would say, because seaweed is a runner as well as soft white is a little bit of a runner, is that right on the very top here, it's just a little bit thick. So there's like one of those like orange peely kind of looks right here. But I mean, I wouldn't personally drink, pardon me, sorry about that. I personally wouldn't drink out of this side anyway, so I don't have a problem with selling this. But yeah, this is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just love the way that soft white makes, I just love the way that soft white looks. It's so like vintagey. Yeah, I love it. Love it. I don't know about you, but I didn't have my coffee yet this morning. And if I wait too late in the day, then I drink so much more. I don't know. It's like it's a problem. Okay, so then the last Monstera leaf, I did this in the last kiln opening as well, but they're always a little bit different because of how I just randomly place them. I love it. I love the way this looks. So again, this is nori green, cactus green, and then soft white, and then it's soft white on the outside as well. And again, just the way that soft white looks on these mugs, it's just beautiful. And I feel like this is just like the perfect size of mugs. And I think I've mentioned this before. I don't make large mugs. I don't enjoy large mugs because I take so long to drink my coffee or my tea or whatever it is that by the time I get to the bottom, it's ice cold. And I hate that. I hate that. So I don't make large mugs because if I have to keep them because say they don't sell or they're no interest to anybody, I want to be able to use them for myself and not have a waste because I'm not going to use a giant mug. So that's my mentality on always making smaller mugs. Oh, I like this. Oh, that's weird. I must have done this like extra thick and then thin on this one patch. Okay. So this mug, see what I mean? Like it must have just been too close to something where it was. I'm not sure. But this mug, I did Moon River on the outside and on the inside. And then the little flower, I did seaweed leaves. And this is curry on the little inside. And then Spectrum's stoneware white on the outside of the little flower. And I really like the seaweed leaves. They're very pretty. They're a little bit different. I'll see if I don't know if I have, I don't think I have any of my other, yes, I do. One second. So these are the leaves that I have been doing with cactus and nori green. And they're really fun and they look really pretty, but they do have that almost like, I don't want to say cartoony look, but like they just don't look as realistic. So I thought, why not try seaweed? And I think, I don't know, I think these seaweed look really pretty. It just gives it that different look. Yes, I love it. Absolutely love it. So this one, like, so these have the seaweed leaves too, and then soft white on the petals and curry on the inside. And then it's Mako's matte black on the outside and obsidian on the inside. Just because I find that a matte glaze on the inside, I don't like the way that it looks. So I always just kind of try to match it. But I wanted that like vintage look for the flowers. So I knew soft white was going to give me that because soft white kind of, I don't want to say it like evaporates, but it like goes translucent for some reason when it's going down a vertical surface. And especially because these flowers are a little bit hard to do like the crosshatch pattern. So like on these mugs, I always do the crosshatch pattern. So I'll go this way one way and then this way for the second coat. And it gives me a lot more coverage and it's not as patchy. I still get that vintage look and that vintage feel that I'm always looking for when I use soft white, but I don't get the translucentness. So like if you can see these flowers, they almost look translucent. Well, it's kind of hard to get all the coats that you need to give them good coverage to make them, I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain, but I love the way that these flowers look. Like, oh, no, it's not gonna do it. I think that just looks absolutely beautiful. And the seaweed leaves and yeah, like I just think that's beautiful. And again, fully functional. I make these totally, yeah. I love that. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. I'm really happy with that. So these mugs, I had posted these on Instagram that I was making them, and yeah, they turned out great. So let's start with this one first. Oh, I love it. Okay. How beautiful are these? Look at that. Look at that. So these are all Spectrum glazes. I love Spectrum. But this is Spanish moss is on the outside. I did Spectrum stoneware white for the daisy petals. I did tamponade for the little, I don't know, center, stamen, whatever you want to call it. And then I did nori green for the stems. Now my idea was that these would be like cone flowers, or they would look like cone flowers. And then when I got painting, I'm like, you know what? I made a few of these. One, unfortunately, the handle cracked, but I still have one left to glaze. And I thought I might make one of these like daisies because cone flowers have multiple colors. Like some are pink, some are yellow, some are white. So I just thought, well, let's give it a try. And I am so happy that I did these like this. I think this is gorgeous. This is absolutely beautiful. I think I'm gonna have to make the other one just like this because yeah, this is beautiful. I love it. I love it. Like that is just, how beautiful is that? So, so beautiful. Oh. So when I came up with these mugs, or when I thought about these mugs, this was the exact vision that I had in my head. Like this was the thought that I had when I was making them. Like this was the cone flower color, everything that I thought when I was making them, and they turned out perfect. How pretty is that? Oh my goodness. So it's autumn purple is on the inside, two coats of autumn purple on the inside. The cone flower itself is autumn purple, tamponade for the middle, and then nori green for the stem. Because if you've ever seen a cone flower, their stems are very dark. They have very dark green stems and very dark cones on their head. But wow. Man, I love this. So like the one that has the handle crack, I'm making that one for myself. I'm going to keep that one for myself. And this is exactly how I'm going to do it because I love it. Like, look at that. And then I used Mako's matte clear on the outside because I wanted that soft feel. I didn't want the feel of raw clay, but I wanted the look of it. So I find that Mako's matte clear works really well with that. If you put on too much, it does go a little shiny. and if you put on too much, it also goes a little milky. So it's kind of like a guessing game. That's the only downfall that I find with that glaze, but I like, oh, I love it. So these hopefully will be the types of things that I will always have on my Etsy. But I have to have some time to make some more because these are all set to go to a farmer's market with me. So there's that. Oh, and I guess I should say these are my cones. So this is my cone 6. I would say that's a pretty perfect cone 6, and that's a really hot 5, which is the goal that I usually have. So in here, these are just some spoon rests and some wall vases. So this is a fuzzy peach spoon rest. I love fuzzy peach, especially on speckle. It's beautiful. And then this is a morning glory. Beautiful. And then one of my absolute favorites, we have a olive float wall vase. I love olive float. It's so pretty. It's so weird, but the greens and stuff, it's just pretty. This one did warp a little bit, but that's okay. The way that I display them, they kind of, I wouldn't say that it like kind of hides it, but it kind of does. And then down here is kind of just the same. One is a test. So these two are just, these are just Spectrum's stoneware white. And they're really pretty. Just looks like Amico snow. So then this one, this was kind of a test for me. This is Albany Slip Brown. 3 coats of Albany Slip Brown, which I don't know why I was sitting on this glaze. It is a gorgeous glaze. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then I did light flux on the rim. I had gotten asked to make a mug. And as soon as I got asked to make it, this glaze and this, like the kind of look that I think this will give it kind of came right in my head. So I wanted to test it before I went through all the work of making the mug. But I think that'll work perfect. I don't know about you guys and customs. I hate custom work. I hate it. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it at all. And I think to a certain degree, there are certain times where I will take it. Like in this case, I was straight up with the person who had asked me about it. And I just said, well, if you give me your thoughts on what you're wanting and you let me run with it, then yes. But unfortunately, I am not the type of person that I don't do well with, so like if I have a person that says, oh, I really like these vases. Okay, great. But I want this kind of color. Okay. I can't always guarantee certain outcomes, especially with the way that I do glazing, because they all kind of come out different. So like, I struggle with customs because I feel like everybody's got a vision in their head of what they want, and whether I am giving them that or not bothers me. I don't know why. It shouldn't, but it does. So I struggle really hard with custom work. I struggle hard with it. So I do not do it very often. Unless you're willing to let me kind of run with whatever I'm doing, I don't enjoy it. And then the last thing that is in here, this turned out great, is just a wall vase, and it is just Mako's black matte. And it's beautiful. Anyway, so that is an empty kiln, but I was able to do a little kiln for just some random testy things. and I wanted to show you. So I made a short that I got a laser. Yeah, it was a big impulse buy, I won't lie. But I had seen a couple things and then I got some ideas. I was like, oh, I could do this and I could do this. And yeah, anyways, it just kind of spiraled and now I have a laser. So the first thing that I did was I had a wall vase that was pretty warped. So I just thought, well, I'm going to try it on this one because this wall vase was either going to be for me or it was going to go in the second bin anyway. But I engraved onto this one of my, I grow a lot of flowers, not this year, but I usually grow a lot of flowers and I take a lot of pictures. So I turned this picture into like a line drawing. Then I turned it into a vector, into an SVG or whatever. And then I put it on this bone dry clay. Yeah. Once I figure it out more, I'll do a video on what I'm doing, but yeah, I think that looks really cool. The glaze kind of took away from it, but you can definitely still see that it's a flower. Pardon me. You can definitely still see that it's a flower. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with how this turned out. I think if I would have used a shiny glaze, it would have shown up a little bit better, but yeah, I'm just loving these matte glazes. So they're coming up everywhere. I also made some strawberry mugs, which you did see. I posted a short the other day, but I made a strawberry mug. So I just have a mold for these strawberries, and then I used Mako's Dragon Red Underglaze, and then I think it's Leaf Green, and then this is Morning Glory. So I think they're really cute. This one's kind of got a wonky rim, but it's cute. But this one is my absolute favorite, and it came out so well. So this is Sunrise for the main color. And then I just had like a little cutter for these little flowers. Because if you've ever grown strawberries before, they have white flowers. And then, yeah, same underglaze. And then I did use Mako's Clear on top of all of these, like all of these little pieces, because I wanted them to be shiny as well. But look how cute that is. I just think that is absolutely adorable. So, so cute. And then the last thing I made, I had been talking about the virtual studio thing, and I did post a few videos this month, or a couple videos, and one was I made lidded jars. And I've never really made a lidded jar before. I made one when I very first started, so I had no idea what I was doing. But I made some more this time, and they came out so great. So this was one, and they're not perfect, but they're for me. Like this one has a gouge in the little end here, and yeah. But I fired them with the lid on, even though it really weirded me out to do that. I don't know why, but it totally did. And yeah, like, so there's with the little bird. So this one was Morning Glory, and it's got Morning Glory on the inside as well. And then this one, this one's wasn't center when I made it, obviously. So it doesn't, you have to like kind of like twist it to kind of figure out where it sits properly, but this one's pretty. So it's Sunrise on the outside, and then I have my little flower on the top, and then it is Sunrise on the inside as well. You can, but yeah, I have that valve or that grinding compound that I need to use as well on them, because yeah, you can hear that. But yeah, so then these two are the ones that worked out perfectly. They're beautiful. I'll show you this one first. So this one is just Amaco's Snow. It will focus on this and not me. So this is Amaco's Snow, and then I did my little flower on the top, but I did, I think that's a bougainvillea flower with my nori green and cactus leaves, and then snow on the inside. Yeah. And this one fits pretty much perfect. Looks great. I'm so happy with how that came out. This one is my absolute favorite. And this is where I say, like with that Albany slip brown, I don't know why I waited so long to use that brown. But yeah, look at that. How pretty is this little, oh, I wish it would just, look at that. Look how pretty that is. And the little bird. Oh, I love it. And then obviously Albany slip brown on the inside. This one is the one that is absolutely perfect. It fits perfect. It's perfect. I love it. I think they are so cute. This is such a fun project, and yeah, I'm happy that I did it. But that is an empty kiln. So yeah, that's an empty kiln. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. If you have any tips, like I mentioned right at the beginning, of selling online, please leave those down in the comments below. But yeah, I'm really excited with this kiln unload. I think these mugs all turned out beautifully. And yeah, I definitely, the hardest part for me in making mugs that I've never made before is just making a couple of them. So I make a couple and they turn out great. And then by the time I go to make them again, the season's already passed because things take me so long. So yeah, I have to get on making more of these coneflower mugs for sure because they're amazing. And I definitely want to make a couple more strawberry mugs. But anyway, I think they turned out great. I think this whole kiln unload was wonderful. And yeah, I'm excited to keep on going, and I'm hoping that I can get a couple more kiln unloads before it gets too hot for me to not run my kiln. I have some other stuff planned, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to tell you what I have planned and then don't do it. Because that seems to be what's happening to me this year. I had plans and plans and plans, and then yeah, life just has gotten in the way, unfortunately. But yeah, anyway, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that that you want to share, leave them down in the comments because you never know who's reading. And yeah, otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone. So I totally forgot to show you what else I took out of the kiln, and these are super cute, but I forgot to show you. So let me turn you around and show you. So I made, the lighting's not the greatest over here, but I made these little magnets. Little vase magnets. I totally underestimated how heavy they would be, but they are super cute. So this one is the matte lilac, Mako's matte lilac. I definitely should have done a fourth or fifth coat even on that. This is Mako's eggplant. This one was Moon River. I love that glaze. It's so pretty. Then we have a sandstone. I think this is Moon Rock. Also, weirdest glaze, but so pretty. Then I have, I think, what's it called? Like goldenrod, I think. Amaco's matte. The Amaco mats are very pretty. Certain Mako ones are really pretty, but I find that some are patchy, but the Amaco ones I've never found to be patchy. This is Sunrise. We have the pink matte, light pink matte by Mako. We have the black matte by Mako. Olive float. I love it. This one I believe was, I think, opal, maybe? I'd have to double check on that, but I think it's opal. Either opal or frosted topaz, one of the two. And then this one is Sand and Sea and Fuzzy Peach. But yes, I totally underestimated how heavy these would actually be. So they need like a lot of magnets. So I think in the future I have to either get like a different style of magnet or kind of adjust them. I like the size of them, so I don't really want to change that, but I definitely will have to maybe get like, say, like a strip magnet to go over like this whole back here instead of all of these. But I think they're cute. But yeah, when I say I had made a lot, guys, it's an absolute disaster in my studio, but I have a lot going on. But yeah, I forgot to show you these. So here they are, super cute. If you guys want to know how I made these, let me know, and maybe I will make a video on it. We shall see if I get enough time. Now I am done with all of the things that I've taken out of the last 2 kilns. If you ever wanted to know what you could put in a Scut 714, these last things that I showed you, that's quite a bit for a teeny tiny little kiln. So keep that in mind if you're looking for a teeny tiny little kiln. Anyway, now I'm done with this kiln unload, so I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.